Hello, everybody. This is Ultimate Arbiter 117, and yet again, I am here today with my friends Omega Buster 101.
I actually have audio. You can hear me. I'm not
Yes.
potato internet today.
Like that's his status basically. It's like
My status
you're
is potato.
he, he is not that today. He is definitely not he is not potato today.
Nope. Hello,
I'm just
everyone.
imagining what we're gonna be using for the pictures for this podcast. Like, already, we've got a picture of a potato.
Just have my face as a potato. Just do it. Just do it. Just why not? Just do it.
I'm trying to imagine whether I want to do like a cartoony potato or something like that. like, like right
Uh,
over your head or something like that, or right on top of it. Oh,
okay.
my
Well,
goodness,
hello everybody.
man.
We are doing the Omega Arbiter podcast once again. This is the second
Yes.
one. Uh, the first one was probably going to not be very good because my audio quality was hot trash, but
We got it working though. He figured out how to work his mic, and
shut the fuck.
we got that working up. You know.
Shut up.
It took him a while, but you
I hate
know.
life. I hate life.
So why don't you tell them exactly how you figured out how to
God
get
damn it.
how you got the mic to work?
Mother,
So
I hate you.
basically, what he was doing was he was using
I was
the
using a
computer's
wireless
mic.
headset
Yeah.
and I didn't notice that there was a small USB stick on on the left side of my freaking headset, and I needed to plug that in to my computer to have good audio. And
We.
um Omega Buster 131 is a bit of a moron if you didn't know. Because
Yeah.
sometimes I'm smart, but sometimes I'm a little off the deep end there.
He turns into me. Let's just say that. He has
Yeah,
arbiter moments.
your your favorite quote now is that you corrupted me.
Yes, I have converted Scott to the arbiter status.
To the school of stupid.
Yes. All
Ah,
right. So I guess we could go ahead and get into this thing now. You know, we think we've held it off long enough.
yeah. All right. Well, the first thing that I kind of wanted to touch up on is Arbiter, you kind of I know I already told you about this, but you really should watch One Punch Man, as it's
Yeah,
really good.
yeah.
And it's pretty short. It's pretty short.
Yeah,
And
I think you said it was about 13 episodes or something.
13 episodes, maybe 14. I can't really remember. It's been like 2 months.
Nice.
Um, but that kind of ties into my little story. Another story. Our Arbiter, I had a dream last night. And
Uh-huh.
you know what happened?
What?
In my dream, I was several times stronger than Saitama at his strongest. Keep in mind that Saitama from One Punch Man is the insanely overpowered character that comes in and destroys a basically a galaxy conquering warlord in like two punches. So in my dream I was stronger than him,
Oh
and
gosh.
the thing is, everyone else on the planet Earth wanted to fight me for some reason. And I'm like, What are you doing?
Like,
Are
like,
you
why would you want to
suicidal?
fight that? You
Like,
know you'll lose.
are you suicidal? What are you doing? I can lift. I can bench press the frickin' moon, okay? I can throw it into the earth and destroy everything. And you
My
want to fight me?
gosh.
But they all wanted to fight me. So what they did is they all got in a single file line, wrapping around the entire earth, and just came
They,
at me one at a
I
time,
got,
and I just flicked them away. I just
I,
flicked them away and popped them like it was like playing with bubble wrap.
I've got a perfect song for that, actually. Let's see if you can get this one. They fall in line, one at a time,
Oh
ready to
God.
play.
No.
Breaking Benjamin, everybody.
Oh.
Blow Me Away by Breaking Benjamin.
Uh, so that was my dream. What's the weirdest dream you've ever had?
Ah,
Or can
tons of
you
weird
even?
dreams. I mean, occasionally I don't know. I'm one of those like weird people that don't dream that often for some reason. I don't think I get enough sleep for it sometimes, honestly. But it's just I don't know. The dreams I've had are very weird. Like they're a bit
You don't think
too weird,
you
you
don't
know.
think popping people's heads as they come at you one at a time in a single file line is weird?
I've had weirder. Let's
Well, I
just say
did.
even my nightmares are weird. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have scary nightmares sometimes. Sometimes I'll legitly have scary nightmares, but even my nightmares just get it just get weird. I don't know how to explain it because I don't remember dreams that well.
Yeah.
By the time I wake up, somehow like I knew that I had dreamt of something, but like I forget about what I dreamt about.
Yeah. I remember another dream I had what, 4 years ago or something.
Oh
I
gosh.
became the Avatar. You know, like Avatar
Uh,
from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
please say it wasn't the realistic version.
Oh, hell no.
So basically, what you're saying is you were reincarnated.
I was reincarnated as the Avatar. And the
Nice.
thing is, like, I didn't have, like, normal, like, ancient masters in the art of element bending. I had
Hmm.
famous people from history. So, like, Benji.
Nice.
So, like,
Dude.
lightning bending, right?
Oh my
Zuko
goodness.
can use lightning bending, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, the
Well,
person
he
who
learned how
taught
to
me.
use it later on. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah, yeah. But the
yeah.
person who taught me how to use lightning bending was Benjamin freaking Franklin.
And it makes so much sense. I can just imagine
Like,
his.
sons.
Who was the uncle? I forget his name.
Oh, I don't
Um,
remember.
I dang, this is like one of my favorite shows of all time. Oh, Roku or no, not Roku. He
Rico
just
or whatever.
no.
Who knows? Who
I
knows?
don't remember. Anyways, edit comment and description here. Oh man, I'm probably
Uh,
gonna go like look this up later or something
like
like that.
like Benjamin Franklin was the lightning bending teacher.
Well, all
Sun
I can
Tzu
think
was the
of
earth
is
bender.
like you know how his uncle is like really fat.
Uh-huh.
All I can think of is like because Ben Franklin was fat too, right? Like kind of
Uh-huh.
fat. Think about it.
Uh-huh.
All I can imagine is a fat guy teaching you how to freaking lightning bend.
Yeah. So
Oh.
the ones that I can remember are Benjamin Franklin, who was the lightning bender. Sun Tzu was the earthbender. I know, it's freaking stupid. Hold on. There's one more. There's one more that I
Oh
remember.
my
It was Jack
god.
freaking Sparrow was the waterbender. I
Well,
wonder
he is
what
a
this says
pirate.
about me as a person.
You are a very weird and confused person. That's what you are. My goodness, man.
Uh, now that I actually have a voice that you can hear, everything comes out now.
Everything, the truth is told.
The truth about my insanity, my complete and utter insanity.
Oh my god.
I'm so glad I can entertain you, Josh.
Oh man, okay. I was not expecting that, honestly. I guess that's like I was wondering if you were gonna like talk about like another dream or like go into the next section of the podcast. But now
Oh, that was
you
another
went
dream I had,
you
definitely.
went full out.
That was another dream I had.
You
That was a
went
dream. In the dream I
full
was
out with that
reincarnated
dream.
as the Avatar.
I would
And
love
they
to be
taught
in that
me
dream.
how to bend the elements.
Love to be in that dream. Gosh, dang man. Maybe I should start watching Avatar like way more. Like see if I can like conjure up some weird dream there. Oh my goodness.
Oh, jeez.
Oh man. Um.
I
Oh
don't know
man.
what it is about doing this stinking podcast with you,
Oh my
but
gosh. Like the
dang
weirdest
it.
things come out, man.
The
Like
my deepest my deepest parts of my psyche come out.
Oh my goodness, man. Oh my gosh. Well, I think I'm laughing so hard that I'm starting to yawn. I can't catch my breath.
All right.
Oh
Deep
my.
breaths, Arby. Deep
Yeah.
breaths, buddy. In and
Oh,
out.
in and out, in and out. Okay, well, so I guess we can get on to the next. What was that? What was
All right.
that? I thought you wanted me to breathe, not laugh more.
Jesus, dude. All right, let's get on to the
Alright,
next thing.
so for reals now. Let's go ahead and get into the subjects that we were trying to go for.
Well, we're gonna be going into the Halo games right now.
Alright, ooh, my subject.
Yep. This
Even though
is
I'm like really
Arby's.
into Zelda right now.
This is Arby's baby. I'm gonna let him talk for a while.
Yeah, this is definitely my baby. Like this is it, you know. Um, so like, what are things you want to hear from me about? Like, you know, what's you want me to go into specifics or I mean,
Just go into the lore, and then
yeah,
and then let's talk about how bad Halo 5
oh
is.
gosh, yeah. Oh my gosh. Like, unfortunately, this now fits into the lore of Halo. Like, this is. I don't know why. Like, Oh, Brian Reeb, what have you done? I want to. I really wanted to ask you that question, Brian Reeb. What have you done to Halo? Like, honestly, like. I guess like there are some subjects in there that are not bad from a lore standpoint. Like even though they all suck, like they're not as bad from a lore standpoint. It's just that there's no emotion put into anything or anything like that. You know, the Swords of St. Helios, like that was cool, but there's nothing there. You know, there's no emotion to back it up or anything like that. You know, so it's like, why do they need to exist? You know,
Yeah.
I mean, like the Arbiter was just fan service, unfortunately, and oh boy, man, oh, they ruined my second favorite character. That's just why I named myself after him. My gosh, like, just tell me it's gonna be okay.
Don't worry, everything will be fixed once Halo 55 comes out.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe we'll even get lucky and get like Halo like 52 to work or something. I don't know. My goodness. Unfortunately, the Halo franchise is supposed to be lasting for another 15 years. So, oh
They've
boy.
already stretched it.
Yeah, I mean, like,
The
it's like,
timeline could have ended in, like, I think Halo 3.
it literally could have. And I've stressed this opinion enough, but actually didn't mind Halo 4's story. The more, okay, I haven't played it that, I don't even play it that often, but the more I play it, the more I notice like similarities between other Halo games, and like Halo 4 just had something a little more special to it, even if it was still kind of a crappy story. It, I don't know. It was just a nice continuation, basically. It
Yeah,
wasn't like, it wasn't like full on, like Halo 5 bullcrap, but at least it did something special, you know,
yeah,
or at least close to special. And the Didact was starting to grow on me too. I wish he could have been a continued villain. I think, Halo 5's story would have been significantly better, honestly. Um,
What, you
but
didn't like Cortana going all GLaDOS on everyone?
oh gosh, no, I don't think anyone likes that. If you even like that, there's something wrong with your brain. First of all, Cortana should have never come back. And I actually found out lore base, and this is actually kind of interesting. Yeah, Cortana's gone forever. Um, we thought Cortana just came back, but Cortana's actually dead. Like, it's official. She's gone. Um, And it finally brought back some emotion to Halo 4, and that's why Halo 4's ending was so special. It brought some humanity to Master Chief, and you know, um, and the thing is that it's actually one of the copies that Cortana had gotten rid of before the ending of the fight. When you fight the Didact. I wish that could have
Mm-hmm.
been a better boss fight, but
Eh, it's a shooting game.
it's
What do you expect from a boss fight in a shooting game? You
they could
shoot
have.
it till it dies.
No, you don't even get to do that. You basically plant the bomb on him while pressing a bunch of buttons. You don't move, you don't do anything. That's the thing. I wish they could have had like a shooting boss or something like that.
So it's basically God
Yeah.
of War Halo version. Okay.
No, it's Call of Duty Halo version.
Well, that was
uh,
close. They still
Press
have
B
quick
to
time events in
mash.
there.
Mash
They still
B
have quick
to
time events.
yeah. Press B and then press RB to throw grenade.
I'm honestly glad we're getting out of the quick time event, like, sickness, I want to say, that games everywhere have had.
What do you mean by
I'm,
QuickTime?
like quick time event things where you have to, where time slows down a little and you get a
Right.
button prompt. And that's a quick time event.
Oh yeah.
And if you do
We're
it,
finally stepping away from stuff like that. Yeah,
I love that we're stepping away from that.
yeah. I
At
know. I
last.
don't.
I hated that.
I think Call of
Especially,
Duty was just like, like let's do it at every video game in the entire world. Yeah.
mm-hmm. I
Oh
hated it,
man.
especially in Final Fantasy 13 too.
See, and that's the thing. That's just it though. There, the things Halo 5 did, there were good things in there. The problem was they were all outweighed by the bad. Unfortunately, there's so many bad, wrong things in there. They fixed
Unf-
knights. They fixed knights. Knights are way easier to fight now, but they're still horrifying. Like it's just
mm-hmm.
like their knights are a whole lot more fun to actually fight. But then the
Yeah.
problem is that once again, no headshots. Hey,
Yep.
Halo was all about headshot. Um, and I
Okay,
wish they
we
could have given like watchers headshots and stuff like that. But it's
yeah.
just like, ugh, they
We
ruined my
actually need
baby.
we actually need to move on to the Halo 5 review, or else
Yeah,
we're gonna be talking about the lore for the next 5 hours.
I think we already did move on to the Halo 5 review. I'm literally
Okay.
reviewing it right
I
now. Like,
I
it's
can't tell the
bad.
difference between lore and crap. So,
No, there actually is a huge difference.
I
I don't
know.
think they're
It's just
similar at
my
all.
brain. It's just my brain, Josh. It's okay.
Nice.
One of the things I didn't like when I saw Halo 5 is that the combat just looks so much more clunky than
Oh gosh, you
usual.
have no
So
idea.
much more clunky than before.
If you played the game, oh my gosh. Okay, it almost you can
Are
take
there
control of the game. It feels like I'm controlling like a slippery stick figure or something like that. I feel
are
like
you
I'm.
contr Do you have tank controls?
Well,
Do
what
you
do you
know what
mean?
those are?
Mm-mm.
Where like you have four directions you can go in pretty much, like north, south, east, and west, and you have to turn the character first and then go in that direction.
Oh no, no. Halo has always been a video game where you can move while looking around.
Yeah, I know that, but like
Um,
it just feels like it has tank controls to me, but it
you
doesn't.
mean like you mean stuff like Turok, like like
Yeah, a little bit like that.
'cause like when you as soon as you move, you start looking back to the middle of the screen again. You're
Yeah.
talking about that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Halo doesn't have that.
I know it doesn't, but
Yeah.
like
Um,
can you blame me for thinking that?
no, I actually can't. It just feels like I'm controlling a slippery stick figure or something like that because like I don't know, it just feels a bit too smooth or something like that. I don't know, something feels wrong and off about Halo 5.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Now
feel
let's
like a Halo game at all.
yeah.
However, the multiplayer, even though it's you still got that slippery control scheme, Halo 5's multiplayer feels a whole lot more like the Halo that we know and love.
Mhm.
Even though you still have the Spartan abilities, even that. Unfortunately, they do not have voting for the for matchmaking. So
Mhm.
you just get a bunch of random maps pretty much, and you don't even get to pick and choose.
Yep.
Um.
Now let's talk about the talking mission. I think it's like mission 3 or 4
Oh gosh, there's
where you
like
do nothing but talk.
there's 3 or 4 talking missions. Those are called hub missions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Um.
Why even add that in? Why not just make
Why
it a cutscene?
why add it in? However, if you do it right, this could have been done well. Halo 5, okay, I will say this much. Halo 5 is a bunch of good ideas,
Yeah, it
except
does.
they were executed poorly. Alright? Hub worlds. You can do something really good with hub worlds. You can actually expand upon the lore and, fix, whatever, add stuff to the story, make you feel for other characters.
Yeah, and
However,
instead what we got was, hey,
bullcrap.
we're gonna give you this information. You need to go this way. This is point
Yeah,
A, go to
go
point
over
B.
here. Yeah. When they could have expanded on like the planet and stuff like that and made you feel for the the people and like that you're protecting or whatever, but no, they didn't take that opportunity at all because Brian Reed does stuff a bit too broadly and
Mm-hmm.
there is nothing specific, like there is absolutely nothing there. um
Yep.
but like I said, hub worlds, perfectly good idea for Halo. I thought that would have been cool.
Yeah.
But no, Brian Reed ruined it.
Yeah. All right.
So,
Next thing.
uh, so
We're
that's my
moving on,
opinion on
Josh.
that. Yes.
We're moving on. All
Moving
right.
on.
Next thing is another game that Arby loves.
Yes.
Gears of War.
Oh my, yes. Now this is my fourth favorite game series. Um,
Top
it's
five. Respectable.
yeah, very respectable. It's just not my favorite. Halo's always gonna be up there. Uh, Gears of War, man. Like, even you know a little more about Gears of War than you do Halo.
Mm-hmm. That's because I like it
And
more. I get
and
to
that,
duck and cover.
yeah, well, that's the thing. It's a perfect, it's almost a perfect example of a third-person cover-based shooter.
Yes.
Um, it really is. I
That
mean,
that's pretty much a perfect example of a third
it,
person
it
cover-based
really,
shooter.
it almost is. I mean, there are probably better ones out there, but this is the main one. Like,
Yeah.
you
This
know.
is the one that gets the most credit,
Yeah, yeah.
that is
Um,
seen the most often.
yeah. Pretty much. Now you'll be able to talk about this a little more because you're better at like I said, you know a little
I'm
more about
better
Gears of
at
War.
this
You
game
you
than
yeah.
Halo.
No, it's because you know like more about Gears of War than you do Halo. So,
Well, sure, but
um,
I'm also better at it than Halo.
it's I don't know. I
Have
feel
you
like you're better at
seen
Halo
how I
sometimes.
do in the campaigns in Halo?
Significantly better, honestly. Sometimes I wonder.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, you.
I am
Uh,
a I am a cover. I am a hide under cover and take pot shots kind of guy. When I
yeah,
can't do that, I am a run and gun kind of guy, and that's not a good thing to be in a Halo game where you get face blasted by
yeah.
grunt
You want to take
needlers.
cover in Halo. Yeah, you want to take cover in Halo. Like
Yeah, but you don't have a actual, it's not geared around the
yeah,
cover mechanic. You don't have a
yeah,
mechanic. You just have to hide behind a wall.
yeah, yeah.
I
I mean,
love that you can, hide behind cover in Gears of War,
in
roll
blind fire,
around, evasive dodging, and sprint.
blind firing
Yeah,
is pretty amazing. I
I
want to say
love
that.
that. That's
Yeah.
one of my favorite things in a shooting game. And I don't play shooters.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, like, I was saying, like, you're better at Halo, than you are Gears of War, but 'cause like we haven't played Gears of War that often, um, and so like that's why I felt like you were better at Halo than you were Gears of War.
Yeah.
But now that we're talking about this, like, it does sound like you're actually legitly better at Gears of War than anything. You know,
Have you seen
um,
how many times I go down to grunts and elites
Yeah, you do. You really
on
do.
like normal difficulty?
Oh gosh, I don't even want to talk about it.
And then I get
we'll
mad and then kill you.
we'll get you there someday, man. We'll get you there someday.
I am a
you,
salt pile.
uh, we'll get you there someday, man. Back onto the note of Gears of War. Let's talk about like I guess we can talk about like our favorite like story moments or something like that.
Yeah.
Um. So yeah, you want to go ahead and start, and then
Um,
I'll talk about my favorite like story moments.
well, I kind of liked all of the Gears of War 2 story.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That
Gears of
was
War
my
2.
favorite.
I have to say, Gears of War 2 is the best Gears of War game. No doubt about it. You,
Well, I don't
um,
know. I like Gears of
Gears
War
of War,
4
yeah, Gears of War 4 is pretty up there, in terms of story. And
mainly because yeah, Gears of War 4 is the new one with all the new
that,
characters.
yeah, I mean, but that ending though, like,
Yeah.
holy crap, like, I was surprised. I think everyone was surprised by that ending.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, but this is a spoiler alert for like a year-old game almost. Like,
Mhm.
if you don't
If
know
you
this
haven't
by
played it,
now,
well, then
yeah.
you're just gonna get spoiled.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but like this is how it's gonna happen.
We deal with spoilers here at the Omega Arbiter podcast.
Yeah. Um, yeah. Um, Basically the thing is like, I think one of the most emotional moments though was for Dom, and my gosh, like that was really sad, but he had to kill his own wife because she was malnourished and she was working for the locusts or something like that.
Mhm.
And it's just like the locusts were taking like everyone prisoner. And at the time, they even mentioned this. At the time, they didn't even know that Locust did that.
Mhm.
Like they flat out mentioned that in the story. I forget
Yeah.
what the quote was, but
Yeah.
it's
I
like I've
just
never
love
heard of
the way
Locust
that
doing this,
yeah.
whatever.
I just love the way that in Gears of War 4 they just paved the way for the new guys.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's good. It's good that they do that with Gears of War 4. Um, you know, and then you
It's
have
like
the
it's tied with Gears of War 2 for my favorite Gears of War game. It
I
is.
want to say I want to say like the more I play Gears of War 4, the better it gets for me, honestly. Insane difficulty is a little meh. I wish they could fix some of the they're not bugs, but the damage tables need to be fixed a little bit. But however, for their first game, I think they did a very very good job. And
That was
think
a good
about
job.
yeah, yeah. I mean, think about what we have in store. Think about how well they created the story this time. My gosh, like if they could do this well with the story, imagine how good Gears of War 5 is going to be.
Mhm.
Um, Holy crap. Like I'm very interested into seeing, something like that. It's definitely going to be very interesting. Um,
Yep.
but, you know, um
Yeah.
anyways, like I don't know. There's just a lot of good things about Gears of War 2 and Gears of War 4. Gears
I
of War
can't
3,
I honestly can't remember much of Gears of War 3.
Gears of War 3 definitely had some significant moments in there. I mean, it has a good ending. It has a good story. And I mean, like it's great and amazing. Like it's not even good. Like it's pretty amazing. Gears of War 1 is meh, but Gears of War 1 is like filled with the nostalgia,
Well, Gears of
basically.
War 1 is
It's
to
more
me
nostalgic.
it's just supposed to be a like a world setter. Like
Yeah,
this is the world you live in now.
yeah,
This
yeah.
is actual hell.
Yeah, I mean,
Fight.
like literally, like you're in hell pretty much. Like
Yeah,
it's like they're introducing you to Locust, and that was the thing. Like that was the beginning of a nightmare. Like it's almost as if you're in a child's nightmare, and then you get into the actual story, and it's just like wow, like I didn't know that this feels a lot more real than a nightmare,
that's a messed
basically.
up nightmare.
Yeah,
A
it's a
messed up
pretty
child's
messed up
nightmare,
nightmare.
buddy.
I wonder if there's like some fan theory out there that like Gears of War story in general is just a nightmare.
Oh,
Like,
there's no way. There's no
um,
way that's a thing.
but I guarantee you though that after you play the first game and you start getting into the second game, it becomes less and less of a nightmare and more reality than anything.
Yeah.
Um, and then with Gears of War 4, holy crap, they brought the nightmare back. And it's just like, oh, you're fighting the swarm now. You're gonna fight these oh yeah, you see, you're fighting during the day, with these robots, and then all of a sudden it's nighttime. And this is what the cool thing about Gears of War 4 was. It takes place all within one night. Um, and then when you get to the final boss, you're fighting the swarm again. And I want to say I love that boss. I mean, yeah, it's not exactly quick time. You're it's a mixture of quick time and shooting. And I
Mhm.
love that. Honestly, if you're going to do quick time, do it like Gears of War 4 did.
Mhm.
I mean, I think it did an amazing job with mixing the two, and being able to use the blade, like holy crap, like
Mhm.
my gosh, man, like that was amazing.
Yeah. And like,
Yeah,
not only in Gears of War 4 you're dealing with the Locust and the evil robots,
yeah,
but you're also pretty much dealing with nature itself. Like, Doomsday is happening all around you.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
And if you don't do something about it, the world is like gonna be, well,
yeah.
basically erased.
Judgment. My gosh, Judgment was horrifying. It was basically either the Halo 4 or the Halo 5. I want to say it was more the Halo 5 of Gears of War, but they tried to do a weather aspect and it didn't work very well.
Eh,
Like at all.
I liked I liked the little parts where you had to run from the world itself, as in the weather.
What, in Gears of War 4?
Yeah,
Or yeah,
I
okay, yeah,
liked
yeah.
that. I liked those
Yeah.
little sections.
Yeah, they can get
You're
annoying
not
if you
just,
don't do it right, but
yeah,
if you do
you're
it right, you're good.
you're fighting stinking robots and locusts and stuff, and
Well,
then,
Swarm.
yeah, you know
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah.
And all of a sudden, a red wave of death just shows itself. It
Yes.
manifests in front of you, and you need
I
to
am the
like,
ultimate power. Fear
oh
me.
no.
The first time we saw those, they actually introduced it very well. You don't even get attacked by the lightning strikes. But they introduce it very well, and they call them what do they call them? Storm somethings or other.
Storm surges, or no, it's not
I
storm
no
surges.
no no. Man, I've got to look this up now because I'm going to get hate from so many fans if I don't. Especially from my friend Caboose if I don't get this right.
Oh, Caboose is gonna lay into you anyway.
Yeah, he's like, why did you get that wrong? Like, why? Out of
Good
all
job, you
things.
got it right, idiot.
Uh, uh,
Get it right better.
get it right better.
Do good better, Josh.
And Gears 4. Hold on. I'm trying to look this. I think this is
Are
the
you
good
doing
thing
this
about.
live?
Yes, I'm doing this live right now. I have to figure it out. I don't want this hate.
You're gonna get it anyway. There's nowhere to escape.
Yeah, I know, I know. Oh man. They call him what do they call him? Wow, I'm trying to look this up right now. I feel like an idiot. Oh my gosh. I am an idiot though.
Ah.
Hey, but I'm the lovable idiot though. Man, like, yeah. I can't find the name. Why? Why?
Just look up Gears of War Storm.
uh, yeah. Oh
Jeez,
my gosh.
now you're making me want to help you.
Yes. I'm
I
making
guess we're
you feel
doing this
pity for
live.
me.
I guess we're doing this live.
Hey, other people have done worse, man.
Gears of War 4.
Um,
Stormwall.
no, that's not even
Yes,
what it's called. No,
that's
it's not
fucking what it
called that.
was. That's what they always call it.
No, that's not what they call it. That's the sad part. You don't even know. We are doing
How
this
to
live,
pass
folks.
Stormwall, Gears of War 4.
It's not called a storm wall.
What the fuck is it then?
Uh,
Storm warning, there's a thing there.
no. Why? Why are we doing this live? Wind flares. That's what they call them.
Ah, whatever.
I feel I feel retarded right
You
now.
are retarded. You're making me look bad.
Yeah, 'cause you didn't even know what it was.
Oh, I knew it
It
said,
makes me
I knew
feel
it was
slightly
something about
better.
storm. I knew
I
there was
knew it
something
was.
about storm in it.
I knew it was slightly, and I feel slightly better, honestly.
You're still more retarded than I am.
Oh man. Well, you heard it here, folks. I'm stupid.
Oh, they already knew that.
My goodness. Oh my gosh. Like I'm just
They
imagining the
haven't even
pictures.
s- they
I'm just
haven't even
imagining the pictures right
seen
now.
they haven't even seen Josh the Dark Souls 1
Oh
uh
gosh. Yeah. Like
first
I
part.
unfortunately, like you're probably going to get pissed off at me about this, but
I
I
fucking
forgot
hate
to
you.
I forgot to put it on YouTube. Now it's gone.
I still have the video. I still
you
have the audio for it.
Yeah, you have the audio, but the video is gone.
Oh, god damn you.
Uh,
Fine, you know what? You're going to. I don't care. I don't care if
no,
it's
eventually I'm gonna
such terrible
redo it.
quality. I
Yeah,
don't care if it's
eventually.
such terrible quality. I want you to upload the audio to your YouTube channel and just have it there for like a week. You can get rid of it after 1 week. Let people know. Let
Surface
people
punishment.
know the salt that happened.
Oh my gosh, the amount of salt within that gameplay is absolutely horrendous. I'm just going to play it audio only, honestly. Like
Yes,
I
just
only
that's
have to leave
fine.
it up there for a week though.
That's fine.
If
You can
people
do
even
that.
watch it.
Yeah, it's fine.
If people
Truly,
even,
we hollowed out.
yeah. If people even watch it, I will, I mean, like, I'm wondering if people are even gonna. Oh my gosh, like, I guess this is what I get for
This is
not.
what you get for not putting the actual
Oh my
video with the
gosh.
audio on YouTube.
Yeah.
This is what you get. This
I
is your
actually
punishment.
found out. I actually found out there are problems with being able to edit that. Unfortunately, I took a look at YouTube Editor,
Mm-hmm.
and YouTube Editor actually doesn't let you allow you to edit past an hour.
Ah.
They will not let you see videos. Uh, shoot. At least it would have been cool to just have the gameplay in there. But like, man, like audio only. Like, the people are gonna wonder like what the frick is going on. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
It's an audio adventure.
It's
You
an
have to go
audio.
along with it. Just close your eyes and make believe.
My gosh, I can't believe we're doing this all live in a podcast. Like, I feel, wow, I am getting wrecked so much right now in just the podcast alone.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Next freaking
Freaking frack
section,
a
jeez.
friggin'.
Next section, jeez.
Uh,
Gaming histories, buddy.
Oh yeah, this is an interesting one. Very interesting. I think like my first like favorite game as a kid, it was like an Arthur game basically. Um it was on the Game Boy Color. Like so many
Like,
stupid puzzles within that game. Like I don't even know why I was like obsessed with it at the time, but like it gave me something to do on my like Disney trips and stuff like that when I was in the car because I would get so bored. Like, I was a kid, man. Like, I didn't want to, sit there and look at the trees all day or whatever. I mean, like, it's just like, I still play video games in the car on those kind of trips.
Uh-huh.
On long trips. Oh my gosh. Um, I think I don't think Arthur was my first official video game, but I think it was like the first major one that I played.
Okay.
Like it was, I don't know, like I don't know why I was obsessed with that game. I played it for hours.
Oh, what's next?
Um, uh, well, I know I had one of those plug in the TV games.
Oh, like those little plug and play things?
Yeah,
Maybe
plug
with
and
like
play.
50 things in one.
Yeah, except this one, guarantee this one was amazing. It broke after a while because it got like really old, but
Mm-hmm.
it was pretty much an NES emulator.
Hmm.
Um, it had over like 100 NES games, and I ate it up. Like unfortunately, I only played a few games on it. Mario. Mario was the biggest one for me, and that's how I got into Mario. Then I realized how much easier Mario on the DS was for me. Um,
Excuse me.
um, and then uh, I don't know how the rest goes, unfortunately, but eventually, like because I had eventually, I got to the Game Boy Advance and Pokemon became the next thing. I don't know if I had heard of Pokemon before, but Pokemon for me, and this is why I love Gen 3 so much, was because Gen 3 was my first Pokemon game, Pokemon Ruby. Such an amazing game. I love it. It's my all-time favorite, and I love the remake for it, honestly. I love the additions they made, and so anyways, I move along, time goes on, and eventually I get I don't know if I got my Xbox first or DS first. I might have got my DS first. And then I got the next like Mario game, the what was it, New Super Mario Bros. I believe.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. It was New Super Mario Bros. And I ate up that thing. I was just like, it was one of my favorite games. But oh my gosh, I hated World 8 of 8. If you remember that,
The
if
Bowser Castle, I think.
nope, it is the one with the meteors
Oh, that one.
hurling.
Oh, I
Yeah.
loved that one.
Oh
That was
gosh,
fun.
no. Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
I am surprised you're not even being sarcastic about this. That was
No, that was fun.
horrifying
I
as
loved
heck.
that.
Oh man, like me and you are two different gamers, aren't we? I liked the last Bowser Castle way more than that map. Like
The
that was
last Bowser Castle
horrifying.
was very tough for me.
It was, I don't know, it was really fun. You could like turn the map upside down and stuff like that. There's so many cool things you could do.
Yeah,
It
but
was
when I
tough.
got
It
to
was tough. I got through it, but I
Yeah,
mean like
but like for me, when I got to Bowser, I had like 50 seconds left, and those are 50 fake seconds.
oh my
So
gosh.
I I did not win.
My goodness, wow. Oh, wow. Like, dang, man. Like,
So what
yeah,
else?
it took me quite a few tries to beat that last Bowser. I
Yeah.
didn't beat it in one blow, but eventually,
Yeah.
figured it out. Um, and I think I finally got into Halo around like the sixth grade.
Mm.
Um, keep in mind I'm like 21 right now, so like that I don't know. Like I graduated in 2014.
Mhm.
So I want to say the sixth grade was like how many years ago? Yeah, probably quite a few. Um,
Mhm.
um, I I got into Halo officially, um, by way of friends, because like that's how everyone got into Halo. Like, like nobody knew about the games, but you would have friends that would talk about it and just talk about it. And people were still playing Halo 1 over Halo 2 at this point in time. Um, I think this was like 2006 or something like that. Halo 2 had been out for a little bit. And the Xbox 360 just came out at the time.
Mhm.
People were playing it. Anyways, but Halo was like, man, like Halo was the bomb at the point. And I had come back. I didn't even know what Halo was until I had come back from a camp, from summer camp for Boy Scouts. I had went back a little early because my friend was leaving early, and they just happened to be going out in the same direction. Well, I got to play Halo on the PC. I was actually kind of nervous about it because, like, you know how your parents freak out about like gun games and stuff like that when you're a kid, Um, I was kind of nervous to play it, so I played like a Star Wars game, and I can't even remember what that Star Wars game is. Anyways, I saw like people playing multiplayer on there, and it was just I don't know. It looked like a ball of fun. Like I was like people were just like using plasma pistols and all that kind of stuff. Like
And that's
they
how you
looked
got
like
into Halo.
yeah. I mean they looked like they were enjoying them. And I was like, okay, well let's play this game. I didn't play the campaign. I played multiplayer. Sucked at it, but it's like man,
Yeah.
like, but like then you get into like the actual Xbox itself, and like because that was all mouse and keyboard based.
Yeah.
When I
And
first played
then
Halo.
mhm. And then
But
I came along in like high school and I was like, "Hey Josh, check this out." And I showed you BioShock.
yes, I
And
remember
then you were
like
like,
we met in middle school. We met in like the eighth grade, but like he showed me Bioshock, and I was like, "What is this game? Like, this is amazing." Infinite. I think you showed me Infinite first,
"Yeah, I
and
showed you BioShock Infinite."
Infinite just became infinitely one of my favorite games. I know that's probably a horrible pun, but like,
And then who got you into Gears of War? I think I did too.
um, actually, I don't think you did. I knew what I heard about Gears of War, and I had seen like someone play it.
Okay.
I had seen like a couple of my friends play it, but for like 5 seconds. I hadn't even watched it that long. Um, I I found out that H2 when Ultimate Edition came out. I found out that H2O Delirious was playing with Cartoonz. We can actually link that. We can leave that in the description. I'll send you guys
Oh
a
yeah,
link
sure.
to the playlist. Pretty hilarious what they were doing, but man, I just ate it up. I loved Gears of War after that. I was like, hey, this game actually looks pretty interesting. Then I go to talk to Scott here, Mega Buster, and I was like, is Gears of War a good series?
I'm
And
like,
then like,
"Yes."
yeah, like you were like, yes, dude, like you got to check this out. Like, and I'm like, okay. So I gotta find out that Gears of War 1 was only like $5. At the time, it's probably cheaper than that now. I think it was actually like $3,
I think you
but
might have
like
gotten a used copy. I don't know.
no, it was a used copy, and I still have that used copy.
A pre-owned
It's
used copy.
pre-owned. Like that's very redundant, Scott.
Whatever. They both have like
The
price
disc,
reductions going
they
for it.
still make sure the disc is okay and stuff like that. But like, man, did I eat up the game? Like I just oh my gosh, like so that's how I got into Gears of War.
Mhm.
And along the way I got into like other game series and stuff like that. Like The Last of Us. I haven't officially played it yet, but I would love to someday, of
Mhm.
course. But recent games that I have gotten into is a series called Fire Emblem. I know you're not really that interested in the series, but like,
Eh,
holy crap, I know it's more math based, but I feel
it's more strategy based.
yeah, it's actually tactical. It's not just role playing, but it's tactical role playing.
Mm-hmm.
Um Fire Emblem series, like I'm willing to get into it and I'm willing to play Fire Emblem Fates. Definitely Birthright though, because I am not willing to play the old style where it's just like super hard to play and stuff like that. I'm willing to start out a little more fresh to the franchise, and people say that Birthright, if you're starting out with the franchise, Birthright is the perfect place to start
Mm-hmm.
with Fire Emblem Fates. Especially if you're new to the series. And then like you get the DLC, which is Revelation. There's two sides. There's Conquest, and then there's Birthright.
Yep.
Birthright is very
Sorry.
interesting in that sense. You know, um, I've seen the cutscenes. They're very short, but I actually found out later that I was like, wait, why are these so short? I found out later that there's like I want to say, I found out later that um there's actually like a lot of talking scenes in the game.
Oh
There's a
yeah.
lot of like dialogue and stuff. Cutscenes are just there to show you the world and all that kind of stuff.
There's a lot of that.
Yeah. There's a lot of talking scenes. Like it's a lot more like it becomes a lot more like Pokemon and stuff like that. Later on. So it's just it's actually pretty cool how you're see you feel more for the character in two ways when you play as the character. You can either have the character not talk much at all, like Master Chief or something like that, and therefore you feel more like the character himself, or you can do it the other way where your character actually talks. And you can connect that way. Fire Emblem is one of those games where your character actually does talk, and
Yeah.
interacts with the other characters very well. Um, yeah, until due to this gameplay and stuff I've seen of it, it definitely looks like an interesting. I'm actually working on a. I might link this in the description later, but I'm actually working on a picture which I'm hopefully going to be able to turn into a poster for my room sometime soon. So
Mm-hmm.
there's that.
All right. Well, I think you've
Uh,
had enough time to
yeah.
spout your gaming
I've
history.
been spouting off way too much, and like that's me. Like if I
That's
if I
you
don't
not
get
shutting
something
up.
out, I forget about it. Yeah, that's me in a nutshell. Let's get into you, like you and gaming.
All right. Well, the first game I ever saw was of my dad playing the arcade game Pac-Man.
Nice, nice.
In like a
Pac-Man is pretty cool.
yeah, in a frickin' mall with Pac-Man and Galaga and like I think Dig Dug on
Oh,
the side.
nice.
So those were my very first experiences with video games where I actually
Yeah,
got to play it, and I was like 3 or 4.
nice.
So after
Uh,
that, we got an old TurboGrafx 16, which I know you don't know about that, but
I
some people
don't, but
might.
that sounds amazing. Like,
Some people
uh,
might know what it is, and it's basically a console that plays arcade games pretty much. I had arcade shooters. I had like little uh um like all RPG almost things.
nice,
Things were the games I had on it were called Blazing Lasers, um
nice,
the Golden Axe, I think. Or no, the Legendary Axe and the Legendary Axe 2. Um Keith Courage and the Alpha Zones, and I think Bloody Wolf. Bloody Wolf was one, and what the heck was that? Bonk's Adventure. Yep, that was it. Those were the six games I had for this TurboGrafx 16, and those were the ones
Nice.
that I played until it got sold at a yard sale.
Dang, man, that sucks.
I know, I was heartbroken.
Oh man.
But everything was okay because after that I got a Super Nintendo with Super Mario
Nice.
World. I had Super Mario World on it, Super
I
Mario
hope you
Kart.
at least had like a Link to the Past or something like
Oh,
that.
I did. I had Link to the Past, Super Mario
Nice.
Kart, Super Mario World. I had Final Fantasy IV. I had.
Oh, interesting.
Mhm. I had. What was it? Hold on. Give me a sec here. Super Mario World, Super Mario Kart, Final Fantasy IV. Um, oh yeah, Zombies Ate My Neighbors. That was that was a fun arcade kind of game. It was
Zombies
fun,
ate
dude.
my neighbors.
That was fun, dude.
Did they turn into zombies?
Yes. Well, not the neighbors that were unaffected when the zombies and all the other monsters got to them. They just screamed and turned into ghosts.
Nice.
And there was stuff. I had a old um, Star Wars game that I couldn't get
Uh-huh.
past like the second level on because it's so incredibly difficult.
Oh gosh. Oh
Um,
my.
yeah, and I think that's about all I had for the Super Nintendo,
Yeah.
but that got me going very far until we got a PlayStation and PlayStation 2 at the same time.
Nice.
And the thing is that the PlayStation is what got me into role-playing games like Final Fantasy big time. I
Oh,
played
nice.
Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 8, Final Fantasy 9.
Nice.
I
Nice.
loved those. I played Final Fantasy 10 on the PlayStation 2. I
Um,
played
eh,
Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 on the PlayStation.
if I'm not mistaken, I believe like the Final Fantasy games in between 4 and 7 were like released for the Famicom. Um, I could be
Um,
wrong, but like a lot of them weren't released to America.
no, I think they were released to America as well
Hmm.
because I've got them.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Okay.
um, but I didn't play
Anyways,
those until I didn't play like Final Fantasy 3, 5, or 6 until later.
right.
But I got Final Fantasy 8 and played that for a dang long
Quite a
time.
while.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
It and I played Crash Bandicoot games 1, 2, and 3. I lost 2 for some reason. I don't remember where it was. I lost it somewhere.
yeah.
And I played the Spyro games, Spyro the Dragon, all the way up until um, uh, I think it was the newest Spyro game, like Skylanders. I don't like that, so I didn't buy it. Um, I played on the PlayStation 2, I played like a few racing games that were kind of sucky. Um,
There's a good one out there
mm,
that I played and I completely forgot to talk. I know I'm intervening here. It's something you might be interested in actually. Like I still have it. Eventually we could probably play it together, but it was like RC Revenge Pro.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Um,
It's basically
think,
PlayStation's version of Mario Kart.
yeah. Um, and that got me until uh, like 2007, 2008 when I got a Nintendo DS and Pokemon Diamond, and that was my introduction to the Pokemon games.
Nice.
So you can understand why I am a Gen 4 kind of guy.
Yeah.
Also,
Yep. Go ahead.
no no hate on Gen 1, but like the
Gen 1 is just
Gen 1
hard.
the Gen 1ers that I've talked to are all kind of toxic to me. So I might be
Well,
a little biased against them. Yeah,
Except our friend Matt. He's
yeah,
kind of a
except for
Gen
him.
1 or
He's cool.
Gen. Yeah. Um.
Um, and that got me for a while. I had like Super Mario, New Super Mario Brothers on that, and a bunch of other games I can't remember. I had like a both the Legend of Zeldas for the DS. Um,
Nice.
I remember the first time I got a 360, an Xbox 360, and I got my first game, which was Star Ocean: The Last Hope. And that was a
What
role-playing
game
game.
is
It was an
that?
RPG. It was an
Nice.
RPG, and it was oh
The
so very
fun?
fun.
Was it really?
Oh, I
Nice.
played the absolute crap out of that game. I still have
Nice.
it, and I still play it every now and then.
Nice. Uh,
I got almost
nice.
all the achievements in it.
Yeah. Nice.
That's how much I love that game. Um, and then Arbiter came
Mhm.
along in my life and became my friend and got me into
What did they
Halo,
get you into?
kind
Yeah, I
of.
got you into Halo. Like you knew about Halo, but you didn't like,
I knew
yeah.
about Halo, but I didn't like Halo until RB came along.
Yeah.
And it's still not my favorite game, but like I'll play it with him because it's fun to play with friends.
Yeah.
And I like
It
the
really
ragdolls.
is.
I
And
like the
see,
ragdoll.
yeah, and see, that's the thing that I hate about Halo 5. You cannot play it with friends. Like it's not split screen compatible. It
Yeah,
is only Xbox Live.
yeah.
Like,
And then I
oh my
got
gosh.
a Nintendo 3DS and got Smash Brothers for it.
Yeah.
Pokemon uh, X. I got Pokemon Moon. Got a Kirby game.
Oh, and I was the one that bought you Pokemon Moon, so
Mm-hmm.
man.
Thank you, Josh, by the way.
Mhm.
And that is my gaming history.
Yeah, we have very long gaming histories. You know, the more
Well,
games you get into, the
you
bigger
had
your
a
history
more
gets.
detailed gaming history. I had a
Yeah.
longer gaming history.
Yeah.
If I went
uh,
into the details of my gaming history, we would be here for a while.
yeah, we probably would. I'm surprised mine didn't go on for that long. Like I said, there were a lot of in-between games there. But speaking of games, I want to like I know like the main point of the podcast
Mm,
is for Pokemon at this point. And we haven't gotten to that main point yet, but let's go ahead and get into it now.
mm-hmm.
And, because this is a good transition period, and I think it's just the right time to do it.
All right. You want to start it off, or should I?
Yeah, let's keep it a surprise, and let's go ahead and start it off with you.
All right. Well, Gen 4 remake of Diamond and
Anybody?
Pearl.
Anybody?
Anybody? Hello?
Anybody want these? Because this, I think, would be an amazing experience. Me experiencing Gen 4, I played. This is why I almost can't decide between yeah, and I haven't even described this. I almost can't decide between Gen 4 and Gen 3 sometimes. It
Mm-hmm.
really boggles my mind just how much I can't. Like, I don't know why. They were just such good games. The updated graphics. Oh my gosh, like, the ability to use like nighttime and daytime. Um, there was so much more cool stuff in Gen 4 than there was Gen 3. But I don't know. I guess Gen 3 is just more nostalgic for me, and like I
Yeah.
don't know. Sometimes I
The
keep it at
thing
a
that I
tie.
liked, the thing that I
Yeah.
liked the most about Gen 4 was that it was the first one that I know of that the Pokemon sprites actually moved when they came out.
Oh yeah, yeah. When they come out of the Pokeball, yeah. Man, I wish I could show some animation for this, but like
Nah.
I don't, I don't have those video capable editing,
Nintendo
things.
copyright claims everything.
Yeah. No, it's
Ruins
not because
everyone's
of that.
lives.
It's not because of that actually. I just don't have the capability to record that,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
whatever.
But it's cool either way. If you guys want to see those animations, just go ahead and go look them up on YouTube and stuff like that. But I don't think you would be in this podcast if you didn't care. So you probably already know about half this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, um,
Now,
let's
the things that I would like,
yeah, let's talk about
obviously,
stuff that we would like to see.
updated graphics obviously is gonna be there.
Yeah.
Cool music. If they do anything bad with both the Team Galactic battle theme and Cyrus's battle theme, I'm going to flip my shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna flip out, right? Really. Um, Now, however, I don't think they will because I don't think they're gonna mess up on this because they did really fantastically well with the Omega Ruby soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. They did a very good job with remaking the boss themes.
Mm-hmm.
They sound a little bit different, but it sounds right at the same time,
Yeah.
honestly.
Another.
I've heard orchestrated versions
Yeah.
of Team Galactic Boss,
Mm-hmm.
and they sound amazing. I don't know if they're gonna see, and this is what I wanted to discuss was like one of the big things was music. It sounds like you have something to say though.
Yeah, I was gonna say another thing that I didn't like is that the Elite Four music in Gen 4 is
Hmm.
just the same as the gym leader music.
Right.
Please change the Elite Four music to something
If they
better.
ever, if they ever, I
I
mean,
would love it if they did. I
yeah,
don't think they
I would
would.
love it too. However, it did. I don't know. It fit because I think what they were going for was because Gen 3 didn't do this, but the Gen 3 versions of Gen 1 um did the same thing, and I think they did the exact same thing in Gen 1 itself. And I think that's probably what they were going for, is they knew they had done that,
Hmm.
but I'm not sure like past that. But what I really wanted to discuss about the music was, are they going to go orchestrated? Something I want to ask you: are they going to go orchestrated, or are they going to go a little more synthetic and orchestrated at the same time?
They might go for both because synthetic and orchestrated sound good when coupled together correctly.
Yeah. Halo
Halo
anniversary
failed.
music just no, no, well, Halo anniversary music failed at that. They were trying to remake the music, and it just you can't touch Marty's stuff, man. Like
Mm,
it, they needed to do it right, basically, and they had completely failed at it. But anyway, so what I'm thinking is that they might do both as well, because they went practically orchestrated with the remakes to Ruby and Sapphire. Um, and I love the soundtrack for both of the games. So, you know, they went from trumpets to full orchestra
mm-hmm.
almost.
Yeah.
Um, but they still have the trumpets in there, so it's like I don't know. It's like that really good nostalgic feel in there.
Yeah.
And
Now, I want to go into something that I also want in a Diamond Pearl remake.
yeah, go ahead, man.
I want more megas. I want more mega evolutions.
Yeah, I would love to definitely see some Magma evolutions.
I also want like primal versions of,
Yeah.
some Pokemon. Like,
Well,
you know
we've
how we
already
have
seen
like,
Primal Dialga.
well, yeah, I know, but you know
Um,
how we have like Alolan versions of Pokemon in
yeah,
Sun
we
and
might
Moon?
be able to like see both like Alolan Pokemon
Yeah,
and Mega
maybe,
Evolution.
maybe,
But
but
keep in mind, Alolan Pokemon and Mega Pokemon are on different timelines. I
I
actually found this
understand.
out.
I
I don't know how
understand.
I found that out though, but
I know, but
yeah.
one thing I would like to see is like a primal version of like Luxray, where instead of just electric, it's electric and dark, you know?
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah,
I would
yeah.
like to see a
We actually
Mega
have pictures of
Luxray.
that.
Yeah, I would like to see a Mega Luxray. I would like to see a Mega Staraptor, which, if you didn't know, looks really stinking good, and it looks like a griffin, which I love. I love griffins.
Yeah, I mean, like, I like the concept of it. It looks like an emo griffin. Like, whoever did this art is an amazing person, but I mean, we'll probably never find that out,
Mhm.
unfortunately. Uh, Google doesn't exactly give you the artist of who uploaded it or whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
But that's all I wanted to say about the Diamond and Pearl remake
that's
for
it.
now. I just
Yeah.
want things in
Yeah, we
it,
we
okay?
we want give them to me. We're like
Give
children
us
with
what we
candy.
want. Give the people what they want, Nintendo and
Yeah,
Game Freak.
please. Like you guys do it. Trust me, I love you guys, Nintendo. You usually do a good job at giving the fans what they want. Um, One thing I would have liked to see in in the remakes to Ruby and Sapphire, and I never spoke out about this, and I probably should have. But one thing I would have really liked to see in the Ruby and Sapphire remakes were GBA sounds, where you could go back to the original music as long as you completed the game, just like the
Ah.
remake. Well, just like the remakes of Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Um, and it would be neat to have that in this next game. Um, so you could have it to where you can switch it to both soundtracks and be able to hear the differences between the two. Um,
I mean, I guess, but eh.
I don't know. It's definitely something that would have worked a whole lot more in Ruby and Sapphire remakes because the soundtracks were, they were so, um, like they were still the exact same songs, but the soundtrack was just like it just felt right.
Uh-huh.
Um, so that's one thing I might want to see, if not, oh well. You know, um, I don't know. I can't wait to see like what the galactic team building is going to look like for the headquarters in Veilstone.
Mm-hmm.
My gosh, that's probably gonna look really cool. Like, um, yeah, it's something I'm very, very interested in seeing. It's something I'm way more interested in this. Like I was saying earlier, I'm way more interested in this than I am Pokemon Sun right now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I don't know if it's just a nostalgia aspect of me, but but oh well. Yeah, so that's like one of the like main things we wanted to get out there and talk about. I don't know if there's anything else we want to talk about, or if we want to just end the podcast here. Because
Oh,
we are running out of time on our like 1 hour 30 minute.
that is
We've got
true.
about 10 minutes. Yeah. We're almost running out of time for our 1 hour and 30 minute podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So
I do believe that we do have. I do believe that we do have.
yeah.
But I believe we have a topic to touch up on in the next podcast. but
Right.
for now, I think you're right, Arbiter.
Um.
And
Yeah.
I think we need to cut this um, podcast short. I do
you
need to go.
you're going back to the subtlety. We went full circle there with the
Hello.
hello everybody.
Hello. Yeah, but I
You
think we
went
do need
full
to.
circle just there.
Exactly. Right back to the beginning.
That's right, folks. We're starting these conversations all over again. See us
Get
next
ready.
week for podcast one again.
Get ready for 4.5 hours of bullcrap.
A bunch of crap.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
All
But
right, man.
but yeah. All right, so I think we can just go ahead and end the podcast here a little bit short.
Yeah, we've got
Yeah,
stuff to
so
do. We've
got
got
stuff to
lives.
do. Yes, we have lives, we promise.
All
But
right. Well,
we'll see you guys later. And this is Ultimate Arbiter 117 signing out.
this is Omega Buster 101 signing off.